Peace, 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 peace. I'm Rami. I thank you for tapping in on this one. Today is a challenging day for me, but I'm grateful for it, and we're gonna push through. This video I'm doing for myself. My father passed on this day, October 7th, last year, 2018. Doing this for my Uncle Alfie and his family. Lost a son, my cousin, not too long ago. For Nori and all of that family, the Drink Champ family, everybody family. Well, they lost a close loved one. And I don't know Nori personally, but he shouted out Noble Drew Ali in a rap song, hip hop song, and that meant a lot to me. So I felt this was important, and it's for anyone that's lost someone that's near and dear to them. I wanted to share some things, some wisdom that Noble Drew Ali brought us. So the first piece is from the Holy Quran of the Moorish Holy Temple of Science, Moorish Science Temple of America. It's chapter 4, and it's about John, Elizabeth's son, John from the Bible, Jesus partner. Read it real quick. When John was 12 years old, his mother died, and neighbors laid her body in a tomb among her kindred in the Hebron burying ground, and near the Zacharias tomb. And John was deeply grieved. He wept. Matheno said, "It is not well to weep because of death. Death is no enemy of man. It is a friend who, when the work of life is done, just cuts the cord that binds the human boat to earth, that it may sail on smoother seas. No language can describe a mother's worth, and yours was tried and true. She was not called hence until her tasks were done. The cause of death are always for the best, for we are solving problems there as well as here, and one is sure to find himself where he can solve his problems best. It is selfishness that makes one wish to call again to earth departed souls. Then let your mother rest in peace. Just let her noble life be strengthened and an inspiration unto you." Ooh. Yeah, so that's that piece is deep. But it's this other piece that I wanted to read that I don't know if many people really know about. Excuse the book is really raggedy, but it's called The Mysteries of the Silent Brotherhood of the East. It's also known as the Red Book. And it's just some more lessons. And I wanted to read this one because this is it's part of why I'm even doing the video. And I feel it can just help sometimes when we're hurting over a loss. So let me read this. This is chapter 20. It's called The Adept Chamber of the Dead, The Mysteries of Egypt. The senior course of study now was opened up, and Yahshua, or Jesus, entered and became a pupil of the Hierophant. He learned the secrets of the mystic lore of Egypt land, the mysteries of life and death, and the world beyond the circle of the sun. When he finished all the studies of the senior course, he went into the chamber of the dead that he might learn the ancient methods of preserving from decay the bodies of the dead, and here he wrought. And carriers brought the bodies of a widow's son to be embalmed. The weeping mother followed close. Her grief was great. And Yahshua said, "Good woman, dry your tears. You follow but an empty house. Your son is in it not. You weep because your son is dead, but death is not a cruel word. Your son can never die. cruel word. Your son can never die. He had a task assigned to do in garb of flesh. He came, he did his work, and then he laid the flesh aside. He did not need it more. Beyond the human sight, he has another work to do, and he will do it well, and then pass to other tasks. And by he will attain the crown of perfect life. What your son has done and what he yet must do, we all must do. Now if you harbor grief and give your sorrows vent, they will grow greater every day. They will absorb your very life until at last you will be naught but grief, wet down with bitter tears. Instead of helping him, you grieve your son by your deep grief. He seeks your solace now as he has ever done, is glad when you are glad, and is saddened when you grieve. Whew. This is what I like right here. Go bury deep your woes and smile at grief, and lose yourself in helping others dry their tears. With duty done comes happiness and joy, and gladness cheers the hearts of those who have passed on. The weeping woman turned and went her way to find happiness and helpfulness, to bury deep her sorrows in a ministry of joy. Then other carriers came and brought the body of a mother to the chamber of the dead. And just one mourner followed, she, a girl of tender years. And the cortege neared the door. The child observed a wounded bird in sore distress. A cruel hunter's dart had pierced its breast. And she left following the dead and went to help the living bird. With tenderness and love, she folded to her breast the wounded bird, then hurried to her place. And Yahshua said to her, "Why did you leave your dead to save a wounded bird?" The maiden said, "This lifeless body needs no help from me. My mother taught me this. My mother taught that grief and selfish love and hopes and fears are but reflexes from the lower self, that what we sense is but small waves upon the rolling billows of a life. These all will pass away. They are unreal. Tears flow from hearts of flesh. The spirit never weeps. I am longing of the day where I can walk in the light where tears are wiped away." Man. So I just wanted to share that. And, you know, for anybody out there, for myself, you know, when you feel yourself being overcome by grief, lose yourself in helping others, you know what I mean? Think about the positive things. Help the living, you know what I mean? Because when we grieve, our loved ones feel it, you know what I mean? And that's all I really had to say. Thank you. Much love. Love instead of hate. Be great. Keep shining. Peace. I gotta get some food. My stomach is growling.
I really miss my mom. I really miss my dad. I really miss Papa. I really miss my granny. I really miss my auntie. I really miss my uncle. I really miss my family. Hope they know I love them. I really miss my mom. I really miss my dad. I really miss Papa. what's up with them?